let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles Big Six.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers will jump back to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it at the 30. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry. And dose of the hurry up here.
The tackle by Derwin James.
The 2nd down run by Pacheco. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle. Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs trim the lead to 1. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Throw is there for a long day against him. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Back to Hampton. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there. You even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To the air this time. Herbert. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. All right, partner tested the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On 3rd down, Herbert hits his running back. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. They snap it to Herbert. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hits him on the out route. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Looking quickly here.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Attack! 15!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working quickly here.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10. It's Mahomes. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs first down. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Gonna get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And he's short the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
3rd and 5.
15.
Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. So on fourth down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Butker knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. To line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Herbert on first down. This is Ladd McConkey. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. Gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And without much room, he's going to go down to the 32-yard line. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Herbert from the gun. To the right, pulled in by McConkey. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't get it to Oronde Gadsden the second. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Before the play clock can expire, we've got a timeout called by Andy Reid. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Easy.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Chargers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set. We go orange.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Back to the air. Herbert bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he's going to go out with a pick of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Mahomes has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. The 2nd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Right back to Pacheco. Continuing to move past the 45. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. It's Pacheco again. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and
Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Xavier Worthy.
Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Hey, 57, 43! 43! Yellow! Spartan!
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
First down carry for Pacheco. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Mahomes.
Chargers 36.
To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Goes to the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
He gets it out left, and it's caught. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down.
Play action, Mahomes. Buying some time right. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Kansas City.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Then he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down.
Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. That's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Yellow, 50.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one is launched downfield. Full extension, and he brings it in! Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
and a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Working quickly here.
1-yard gain.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, one play remaining in this half. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get 4 points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and then get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights.
14.
And the Chiefs push their lead to 18.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. This one not close to where it had to go, and this drive is going to begin from the 40. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. One last play before the break.
59. Set. Go. 59. Let's go. Set.
Final throw before the break. Throwing for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play, but it'll stay with them after the interception.
Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Second and 10 now, Herbert. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around?
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. Reaches the 40. Oh, this big guy is moving. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, Kim, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Chiefs 39, Chargers 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Going right this time with Hampton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Again, it's Hampton. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Home troops right. Set.
On third down, Herbert. Gets this one to Gadsden. And a solid gain there. He gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
Cap.
They snap it to Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Delta. Hunt. Go.
Now run with Hampton. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Line.
Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and goal.
Hey, Opie. Hey, go Lion. Hey, Ram. Hey, Ray. Let's go.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and that brings up third and goal.
Run. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Putting a receiver in motion. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You've got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponents. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco in the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. Second down run by Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally set enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
On second and 10 now, Mahomes. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this third down.
Brings
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Yellow, yellow.
Air it out on third. He has the burst over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Again, Mahomes to throw. This one finds Kelsey. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
That run good for a handful as it brings up second down. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. Lambert Smith now in motion. Shotgun get it to Hampton. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Herbert from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Brought in by Gasson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Chargers who have it to start the fourth quarter, but this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing now, Herbert. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Hampton gets the hands up. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Third down, line to gain, 9 yards out.
Go. Delta, 59, 59. Hey, Ray.
To the air on 3rd and long. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Into the hands of Ganson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now for Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
It's Hampton on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Hey, no lion. Ready?
Here's Herbert. Headed out right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Cap.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Connecting on the slant. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
7. He's got it on the bootleg. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate. And I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone. You got to make something happen where you can take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Chiefs are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. Red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate, and I don't even mean all those passes.
That's cut at the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chiefs continue piling it on here in the fourth. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Chargers 17.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Hampton gets it out of his own read. Second down run, good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chargers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Time coverage for the Chiefs as they get prepped for this 3rd down.
12. Black 80. Black. Baylor tight. Ready.
On the counter, it's Hampton. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up the defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
And forever coming up.
Let's go. Crowd right.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Yellow. Hero, 15. 15, yellow. They're
going to pass it here. And this is lofted deep down the middle. They took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's going to try another deep one here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Herbert on 1st down. Trying to push deep downfield. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Let's go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Line. Hold the troops right. Ready.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So score this a win for the Chiefs. Yet another win for them, Brock. And now, I don't know, are they talking